All right. We are talking about the 1940s animated suit.
1941. Get it right.
I'm going to kill your dog.
Up in the sky, look! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman!
Okay, I want to start with the things that I do like. First of all, I do think that the S is better. It is.
Yeah.
It is much more. You can tell it's already going in that direction of the traditional Superman S. Once again, I think what kind of throws it off for me, the S, I mean, is like I don't know. For some reason, it just looks a tad bit tacky to me with like the gold border and then the black inside and then the S, the red S. It's just like a
For me, it's something about the shape of the S that I'm not a huge fan of. I wish it was like maybe a little thicker or less sharp. Something about either of those is, I don't know.
something about the Superman just looks a little more, just a little less approachable, I guess. Just a little more. He looks more like a figure, if that makes sense. Like something more imposing. It's not even necessarily just because of the black. Like the black isn't exactly what's doing it. It plays a part in it, but the black background does kind of give off more of a so and so vibe. But it's not even just that. It's like like you said, the sharper S. I think the font of the S makes it sharp. I guess I'm not quite sure the words to use, but I'm sure someone understands what I'm saying. Apart from that, I mean, let it be known, I'm always going to be more of a fan of the Superman with like more saturated, brighter colors. So the Superman's like more toned down, deeper colors, I'm not as big a fan of. I mean, the red is fine, but the blue is just a lot more grayed out. Which I'm not personally a fan of. I'm pretty sure you are more of a fan of like the deeper blue, though, right?
I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan. I think I do prefer the more brighter blue, but this blue is, at least to me, I find it kind of appealing. I feel like the overall tone of what they were going for with this show, this blue and red, I think works better. I think it works just a little better than it would have with a brighter blue, if you know what I mean. One of the things I am not a fan of at all is the fact that his belt, it has these segments, but it doesn't have the gold trim.
Yeah, it doesn't have the gold belt. I didn't even notice that.
It is an odd design choice, to say the least.
Maybe it's a coloring error on their part and they just never bothered to fix it, but
Possibly.
yeah, it's very strange. It definitely looks like it might be a coloring error because like they drew the belt but they didn't color the belt. It's fine. It's like not the biggest problem to me. It could be worse. It could have been worse. We could have not had that yellow button there saving the color balance at all.
I guess one thing I should mention is it's more an art style thing, not a suit thing, but I don't know how I feel about how large his chest is. He has a very heavy chest. Obviously, Superman has always been depicted with like a larger chest, but this one, it feels like he's a little bloated. Like if you x-rayed this guy, his ribs would be gigantic.
Oh yeah, like his general torso, yeah, it looks a little bloated. I know what you mean.
His hair, his entire face really is fine. Nothing to really complain about. Thick neck, but, I don't mind it.
I prefer this. I prefer a Superman with a thick neck.
Same issue with the last suit. I wish the cape was just a little longer.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we're not talking about the lack of detail on this suit compared to the previous. Just like the lack of like texturing or whatever, because it's animated. It's like they had to kind of cut corners for efficiency, whatever. But I don't know, the Superman just looks a little less bright and optimistic,
Right.
and a little more. Not he. It isn't. It's not to say he's not bright and optimistic. It's just like he looks a little less. So he emits that a little less than the comic appearance. just visually. The colors, just because of he's not smiling, you know. He just seems a little more serious, I guess, which is fine. Just doesn't capture that very like optimistic, smiley all-American hero kind of vibe that Superman usually emits, or the Superman that I like usually emits.
So overall, what would you put a score on this guy with?
I mean, as far with the previous suit, the first appearance suit, I like the colors more on that one. The cape is just about in the same area. I think the cape on the previous one was a little bit lower than this one, actually. And the belt, the colors, and the shorter cape, I think kind of put this one, but the S I like better on the 1940 one compared to the first appearance. But I think that's the only thing I like more about this suit compared to the first appearance suit. So like the proportions, the colors, and just the overall like demeanor and vibe of the first appearance, I think is better than this version of Superman. Everything but the S I like more on the previous one, so I feel like we should put it. It's hard to put it lower because it still looks good, you know.
Right. I mean, 7 ain't bad.
Yeah, I feel like we can put it in. I feel like we can put it in 8, or put it as an 8, but like a lesser 8, you know, like the previous one was like an 8.4. This one's like an 8.2, you know.
Right. An 8 minus, if you will.
8 minus, yeah.